Hello there, and congratulations, it's time to level up. It's your next upgrade in life. So up until now, you've been doing what you're doing, and now all of a sudden you feel stuck, and like you're not getting to where you want to be. That's perfectly fine, but what that means is that you've acquired some new knowledge, some new skills, a new mindset, and new goals that your past version of yourself are just no longer meshing with, and that's why you feel stuck. So there's some things you gotta let go of, there's some patterns you need to change. It might be some people that you gotta let go, it might be some old habits or vices or lifestyle habits, etc. To move on from the past, it can be tricky sometimes because up until now, that's all you know, that's all you've experienced, and that's where you have found happiness before. So for instance, it could be like ex-partner or an ex-activity or such and such. So what this means is when you know that it's no longer serving you and you step away from it, when you start feeling lonely or like empty or whatever, your mind will want to go back to the past because it knows where it found happiness before and it's going to try and redo that again. But deep down, you know it's no longer serving you and it's time to move on. So that's the tricky part. When you start realizing what is not meant for you anymore, you have to address it, you have to identify it, and then once you remove it, you have to replace it with something positive, something that's going to take you further. So whether that's, for an example, if it's an ex-partner, if you remove that from your life, you're gonna have this big empty void. You can replace it with positive things like a different lifestyle, some good hobbies. Don't replace it with another person, another lover, whatever. That's stupid. You're replacing a problem with another problem, so it doesn't really make a positive, right? Replace things with positive things. So like if you quit smoking, go to the gym or go for walks or take up a sport, you know, take up exercise, something healthy. If you're removing something toxic, replace it with something healthy. Don't remove cigarettes for crack. So same thing with a lover or ex-partner or whatever, right? So if you remove them and you know they're no longer serving you, replace it with something good. Maybe join a sports team, find new friends. This can go in so many ways. It could be a job, it could be a person, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be vices, partying, lifestyle, etc. So to each their own. Just make sure you replace things instead of just removing it and then being in a void, because a lot of people get into that void and they just want to remove the loneliness and they'll go back to whatever crap they were trying to leave. Don't let loneliness win. On the other side is where you want to be, okay? It's like a bridge. You have a cliff. Here's the other side of the cliff where you want to be, your higher self. Let's put it like this. So this is where you're at. You're stuck. You're right in the middle. You want to get here, your highest version. And there's this gap. So when you hit here, you're leaving all that crap. So this void right here, you know, instead of crossing it, building a bridge, whatever, you're just going to be like, nah, turn back and go to the shit. So don't do that. Another thing that is holding you back is your ego. And ego lives in the future where you're thinking, oh, if I had X amount of dollars, or if I had this car or this purse, these shoes, these whatever, that is gonna make you happy, it's gonna make you influential or whatever you're going after or successful. Get that out of your mind. Because once you get it, it's not gonna happen. You have to find what's making you happy right now. If you're only going to the gym to put on mass to get girls or to lose weight to get guys or whatever your preference or goal is, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna get to that goal you had, and then it's not gonna be enough. You're gonna be like, well, I need more, or I need less, I need less. So make sure you do something you enjoy. Don't hit the gym if you hate lifting weights. Go take up soccer or whatever you might like. The ego is tricky, it always works in time. So future or past, oh, I'm here because this and blah, 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 my past and these people left me, nope. Or you're not where you want to be because in the future this will be different and that, nope. Cancel, delete, shift that mindset. You gotta think of what you can do now, right now, instead of thinking like, oh, I wish I was 20 pounds lighter or whatever, 20 pounds heavier. It's like, okay, right now, this time, I'm talking to you. I'm gonna go eat my meals, stay on track, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. That's an immediate thing. That's gonna bring me where I wanna be. Find enjoyment now. It's okay to have goals and be like, okay, I want to be here, but don't think of it as like, once I get there, that's gonna make me happy. You have to be happy on the journey going towards it. So like, this meal right now that I'm gonna eat is gonna make me jacked and hit the gym and I'm gonna love it, I'm gonna feel great, like immediately, you know? For instance, small goal for me, it's okay, let's get YouTube going, and like once I get 1,000 subscribers and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, I can help right now with next to none. Whoever finds this video, this is meant for them. The universe and God and whoever wants you to see this video to take you to the next level. So that brings me to my next point. It's get out of your own way. A lot of the obstacles are just you and not believing in yourself. A lot of people will quit before they even start because they have to have the perfect start. There's so many people held back because they won't even just start and allow themselves to be shitty at first. It's okay. That's how you learn. Out of all the top people in the world, they started somewhere. They were super novice, beginner right off the bat. You have to learn by messing a few things up. Not even like bad. It's just like, oh, I could have improved here. I could have improved there next time. So it's like, just start it. Even if it's shitty, like you don't have to be perfect right out of the box. Right out of the gate, whatever you want to call it. If there's something you want to do, let's say it's the gym, just go. I know a lot of people that used to ask me like, hey, what supplements and blah 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 and this and that, like what should I take? Like, you haven't even stepped into the gym. Just going to the gym, that's gonna change you completely on its own. Then when you become accustomed to that and like hit like a plateau, then you think about maybe supplements and stuff. But like just adding that small variable in is gonna change everything right now. So yeah, get out of your own way. It's not gonna be perfect the first time. It's gonna take a few tries to get where you wanna be, but release those old habits, that old ego mindset where it's, oh, this is gonna bring me so much whatever. Detach the old shit. It's a new year. Remove all the old people that are just holding you back like a freaking chain, ball and chain. Just get rid of it. You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to tell them. You just move on. Once you try and move away from your past, that it'll keep coming up. It'll come up even more actually. So for an example, like let's say your New Year's resolution is to stop partying and like avoid guys or girls, like the dating scene. You're gonna get more invites to parties. You're gonna get more people in your messages. Like, you will be tested if you're ready to move on or not. Make sure to stay strong. Don't let a lonely night just throw you off and like make you go right back into the old self, into your old patterns. Make sure you stay aware of these because they will pop up. If you want to start a new diet, there's going to be people ordering crappy food around you. It's how it is. It's like a magnet to make sure, are you ready or are you just going to keep doing the same shit you did last year? So stay strong, fight through it, get to the other side, become your ultimate self. Another barrier that can be totally self-induced is lack of discipline. You could be just sitting on your phone all day long, swiping through apps back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, going on Netflix, hanging out with toxic people, you not setting up boundaries. Like in your mind, it's there. You're like, oh, I should be doing so much more, but you know, like it's so easy to go on Instagram and I just feel comfortable and whatever. Push the boundaries of your comfort zone. Push it back a little further every day. So a way to get around this without totally just like shutting down everything and being completely lost of where to go. Just when I start getting to these ruts and bad habits, I set boundaries and time limits on my apps. For like Instagram, I set like 15 minutes a day. Like that's it. I go on, I check my messages, and in that time, you actually become more aware of what you are doing. You have 15 minutes, so you kind of make better use of it. You see what you want to see. You don't just randomly scroll for hours. You're like, okay, I want to catch up with these people, see this person. Okay, I know I have 15 minutes, so I'm going to close the app, and save those minutes. So you start enjoying things more and you start mindfully doing things instead of just like randomly scrolling for hours. I don't know if you've noticed, but let's say you have a tight schedule. Like you have work, you have to meet this person, you have to go there, pick up that. Like it feels like the less time you have, the more productive you are, especially when you're like cramming for a test last minute or whatever. It could be in so many situations. But if you have like, let's say a few days off, you have nowhere to be, you have nothing planned, you could feel like you just did nothing for hours and hours and hours. There's no boundaries on your time, you know what I mean? So like just having these little windows makes it so much more powerful and impactful for your mind. There's a lot of reprogramming in your mind that you have to do to get to the next level. And it's just really self-discipline with your time. It's all about balance. You gotta create the balance, right? So check your Instagram, check whatever, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever you got, and then get off of it. If you can't keep track of it, that's what the time limit. You're scrolling, whatever, you start getting lost in it, boom, it'll shut down. Oh, yep, okay, time to go back to the real world. time to chase the goals, trying to get the bag, trying to get all these things and improve, level up every single day. So that's a great way of removing the distractions. Other things, you're gonna have to do it on your own. So you gotta stop talking to people. You gotta stop responding to the people that are just dragging you back, holding you back. I hope any of this resonated with you. I hope it makes sense. I hope you felt something. I really hope this inspired you to get to your highest version of yourself. And only you know what your biggest setbacks are. Be honest with yourself. Listen to your inner guidance, your intuition, and you'll be all right. Just go for it. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Create those boundaries and get it. 2023, it's your year, man.